All right, we are back. Appreciate everybody who's joining. Richie is going to be joining soon as the college football reveal show is going to be coming out. Appreciate everybody who's in. If you can do us the biggest favor, hit that like and subscribe button. That helps us grow the show. Also, let me do this. But appreciate everybody. We're about to see the I guess the final oh, hold on a second. Appreciate that. But we're about to see the final before the college football playoff, or not the college football playoff, but the conference championship games rolling out there. So it's going to get interesting. They're going to have they're going to have all of that. Also, if I can get that up. Okay, there we go. But appreciate everybody. A lot of people filling up in here. But yeah, so there it is. James Madison, 25, North Texas, 24, Iowa, 23, Georgia Tech, 22, Houston, 21. Houston jumps in there. Appreciate that. But there's the first batch of them. They're going over the James Madison stuff now. Strength of schedule 118, 11-1, FPI ranking 28, SOR 18. So there is that. Getting ready to show us this next grouping of teams. I'm also shocked. Tulane at 20, Michigan falls 4 spots, Arizona climbs 7 spots, Virginia 17, USC 16. I find that interesting. Virginia getting no love. I find that fairly interesting, to say the least. But I appreciate everybody also. If you're watching on Twitter, come on over to YouTube as well and pound that like and subscribe button and help us get through there. Utah 15. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready to rock and roll, Rich. Richie Williams joins the program.
What up? Sorry, late to the show.
It's all good. This thing actually started on time. Vanderbilt 14.
Ooh, hey, they got a big recruit today.
Yes, I heard. We are on the verge of witnessing chaos with this whole ordeal. Wow, we're almost up to 100 people. Appreciate all you guys, especially you guys on Twitter. If you can come on over and hit that like and subscribe button, that helps us a ton. But appreciate you folks on YouTube as well. Texas 13. I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I knew that was coming. Okay, who's at 12?
12. BYU.
Miami. We have no audio. I have no audio, at least. Oh, Miami at 12. So, yeah, the Miami fans are going to go postal when this erupts. I just have the feeling they're going to go postal. Let me post that. So who is 11? BYU.
I flip-flopped them. Damn it.
Notre Dame 10. Is that what you think we'll see? Notre Dame at 10?
We'll see Notre Dame at 8.
Yeah, there's some scenarios that I want to play out with you. We'll probably only go half hour, whatever you want to do, Rich, whatever you got time for.
Yeah.
Okay, we're waiting on 10 through 5. Notre Dame 10. Notre Dame falls a spot. Imagine that.
Huh.
I am shocked.
I am interesting.
Rich, somebody's getting left out of this thing.
It's going to be Ole Miss.
No, Ole Miss should not fall a spot at all. Alabama 9. Oh boy. Ole Miss at 8. Is that what we're going to see?
They should make the playoffs. Their coach abandoned them. Ole Miss.
No, I disagree. 11-1 SEC team? No way.
You're going to keep Florida out. Florida State that was out undefeated because their quarterback got injured. Give me a break.
Come on, different times. Charlie Weiss Jr. is coming back to Ole Miss. Notre Dame falls 1. Alabama moves up 1. There's Oklahoma 8. So Ole Miss should be 7.
Oregon at 5 is my guess.
A&M takes a tumble. So Ole Miss moves up. A&M fell 4 spots.
What? Wow.
Ole Miss at 6, so they jump A&M. Ole Miss is in. They are in, brother. I'm telling you, I think it's going to be an interesting endeavor. There's going to be people that are not going to be happy about this.
Then you're going to have the argument, well, why don't we expand it to 18 teams?
It's going to go to 16.
Oh, yeah, but
Oregon 5. So Texas Tech will be 4. Tech 4. Georgia 3.
3. Indiana, Ohio State 1 and 2.
Yep. So it was pretty much how I thought it was going to go. I didn't expect A&M to fall that far. So there is that. That is the college football ranking. The group of 5 conference champion will play Oregon, Alabama, Oklahoma.
Ooh.
Ole Miss will play the winner of the ACC, and a rematch in College Station. Notre Dame, A&M, Indiana with the bye, Georgia with the bye, Ohio State, and Tech with a bye. Oklahoma, Alabama. First team out, BYU. Pretty much for BYU winning, you're in. Miami's going to get screwed again. Miami is going to get screwed again.
Tough break, Miami fans.
Miami getting screwed again. Also, Pete Nakos just tweeted Duke could throw a wrench into the system at the ACC championship game with Tulane at 20, North Texas at 24, and James Madison at 25, all ranked ahead of Duke. So you mean to tell me we could see
8-5 Duke in the playoffs?
No, because they wouldn't be the highest ranked conference champion. Irish for Life says, don't lose to unranked teams in October, November. That is a good point.
Case in point.
Oh, boy. If they leave Notre Dame in. So we're going to have 2 group of 5 teams. Irish for Life, what's up, man? So we could have 2 group of 5 teams in this. You could have the American champion and the Sun Belt champion because if Duke wins the ACC, it's fried like fish.
Yeah, that is pure and utter chaos.
Irish for Life, that said, I would have no problem with Miami in the CFP, but just not ahead of Notre Dame. I get you on that, but this is fascinating stuff. What if Alabama loses the SEC championship game? Do you drop Alabama out?
Yeah. Yeah, no 3-loss team should be in it.
But last year Clemson got in with 3 losses, but they won their conference.
Win your conference.
So you could potentially, if Virginia loses the ACC championship, we are going to get Tulane. We are going to get Tulane and James Madison in this, a Sun Belt and an American team in this college.
And here's the thing with Alabama, that Florida State loss is really, that's hurting them.
Mm-hmm.
That if they lose that against Georgia Saturday, should have lost to Florida State week 1. Bottom line.
Oh yeah, Irish for Life says Richie as an ND fan living in Michigan. Thank you for the Michigan beating.
Hey, you're welcome. I know Notre Dame fans hate Michigan just as much as Ohio State fans.
Oh man, this is shaping up. See, what does she go to? To JMU.
Dude, oh man,
you're gonna have 2 bad games in the college football playoff.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 bad games if that happens, because JMU's coach is leaving for UCLA. John Summerall has accepted the job at Florida. So you have 3. You could have 3 playoff teams with no coach. You already got 1.
And that's another thing. You don't hire coaches until after the playoffs.
Oh, I 100%.
But Duke, we've been saying that for
a while,
a long time.
Oh yeah. And then not even that. It's to the point now to where it's out of hand. This is getting bizarre, to say the least, because I said it last year. The group of 5 doesn't deserve. They deserve 1 spot. I'm not
1 spot and 1 spot only. Yep.
They better hope Virginia wins. The ESPN people better hope Virginia wins, and better not hope Alabama gets blown out, because I feel like Alabama or Oklahoma, one of the big boys, is going to get left out. Oh boy, Hunter Yurichek's got to face the music on this one.
How many times can we blink on TV?
Dude, you know that guy's nervous. He's probably worried about getting fired at Arkansas.
Yeah, leak the goalish info.
Yeah, that was not smart on their part. Nah,
You know what? I'm rooting for Golish. He turned USF around, made him competitive this year. Columbus boy, Trestle guy.
So, I guess here's the next thing. With that being said, Penn State hasn't hired anybody yet.
Yeah, I didn't. I got tidbits of info. The BYU coach said no to him.
Yeah, I think so. Kalani Satake told him no.
Staying with the Storm and Mormons.
They said they were ready for it. They predicted it. Seems they were expecting it. Oh yeah. The Ohio State, they ended up, beating Michigan. But on the Penn State sidebar, what do you do at this point? Unless you're hiring Hartline, and Ohio State said, Hartline, you can't take the job until after the playoffs.
Right.
But signing day's coming up. Let's say Ohio State goes to the finals. He's going to miss the portal, and he's going to miss signing day. How do you sign kids? There's FCS schools with a better recruiting class right now than Penn State.
I think next year you're going to see a change in the calendar with the portal and the hiring of coaches and signing day. It's going to happen, Duke.
I really think that they should move the window up for the start of the season and try to. Oh, I'm going to have to watch that Stuart Scott thing, but they're going to have to try to mitigate this somehow. But also, it's not helping right now that you have the propagandists out there defending the Kiffin stuff. I see the playoff committee did not ding Ole Miss for not having a coach and missing most of its staff. There's only a couple staffers that have deserted. I find it interesting. I don't know how this is all going to shake out per se. What if Ole Miss goes on a dynamic run? What did they do?
I mean, I don't know what to say. That'd be the funny thing. Like, Lane, you leave, and
they win without you.
Let's say you go to this. Yeah, they win without you. You go. Let's say you go to the semis and quote unquote hypothetically lose in the semis. Shit, that's a pretty damn good run without your head ball coach with an interim.
Right. And I don't know where you get off the boat on the Ole Miss stuff, but it kind of works out in their favor if they go on a playoff run. Now, I think I think it's very fascinating, to say the least. It's unbelievable. I couldn't fathom if let's say they beat one of the group of 5 teams and then they play Georgia in the Sugar Bowl. Then they get another shot at them and slay the beast that is the Bulldogs. And technically, Ole Miss's only losses to the number 3 team at their home field, and then you're going to give them the chance to go play them at a neutral site? Call me crazy, but give me the Rebs, man.
The fighting Rebs.
Yes.
I mean, do we know if Trinidad Chambliss is looking to go with Lane? Any talks about that?
I don't know. His eligibility is in question. That is the thing. I don't know if he's got enough eligibility I mean, they can try to fight it, but I don't think Chambliss is leaving. Austin Simmons, don't quote me on this, but I had seen some stuff where he changed his profile picture to Pete Golding. Here's my thing. Bill Cowher said it best. When you go to LSU, it's not about LSU, it's about Lane Kiffin.
Yep. I saw that on Cowher. He made a great point. Cowher's pissed, man. I don't, as you know, it's a bad look for the profession.
Also, I'm about to send you something. Don't say anything out loud.
No, enough. Yeah, mum's the word. I plead the fifth.
How about that? How about that?
How about them apples?
So there's that. Ryan Silverfield hired at Arkansas. I like that hire. I thought it was the Auburn people took shots at Freeze going out the door with the golf questions.
That's pretty shady.
So here's my thing. We got Golish there at Auburn. We have Ryan Silverfield at Arkansas. I mean, Pete Golding takes over Ole Miss. I think we're about to see a big shift in college football because I think these programs are getting so antsy. They're seeing Indiana and Vanderbilt win 10 games.
Yeah, and those were bottom feeders in their conferences, Duke. Back in the, as far as I can remember from watching college football. I mean, we all know that Indiana is the most.
They're the losingest program.
Yeah, losingest program in all of college football. And Cignetti, I don't know what he's done, but he's got people talking about Indiana on a national level. I mean, who? Truthfully, are we living in the upside down? Like, Indiana football competing for a football championship, not a basketball, football.
If you would have told me 3 years ago that Indiana in 2 years would be competing for their first Big Ten title since 1967, I would say, what? Did Ohio State decide they were not going to play football? Did Michigan give up? Did Penn State give up? Did they go to did all those teams go to the SEC?
Exactly.
And also, on a side note, I think Indiana basketball is going to have immense pressure.
Oh, no doubt.
Alan says, wish they would restructure the timeline with signing day, the portal, by the way. AU keeping DJ as D coordinator. Hopefully Golish is our guy. I think he brings discipline. Yeah. I think it'll be interesting to see what DJ does on the defensive side of the ball. Keeping him there keeps the recruiting class, I believe, intact for all intensive purposes. I mean, it didn't completely fall apart like Penn State's did. I mean, you may slide a couple spots, but at the end of the day, I think DJ Durkin is going to be, this is just my opinion. I think Durkin, if there's any more SEC jobs that, not this year, but next year, if more jobs come open, judging by how it's been going, I believe Durkin's going to be on a lot of people's lists. I think Charles Huff will be on a lot of people's lists. He goes to Southern Miss 1-11, and they're like 7-5 this year, and they gave Mississippi State all they wanted. And I also think Jeff Lebby's going to be on lists as well. I'm really shocked Lebby didn't leave already. And then if Eric Morris goes to Oklahoma State and turns that thing around, I think the people at Oklahoma State are going to have to bust into those checkbooks. I really do, to keep him.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of people are trying to draw the conclusion with the Rhett Lashley stuff. at Arkansas. I didn't think Rhett Lashley was going to leave SMU. I think SMU, BYU, out of the SEC and Big Ten, those are a couple of the, I guess, second tier universities that have tons of cash. SMU's not taking any TV money. They raised like $500 million.
I mean, it's oil country down there.
So I think that's kind of where we're heading right now. I think it's going to be the haves and have-nots, and also the other thing is that the NIL coffers are going to be very interesting. If you're Penn State, are you hiring Brian Kelly?
I wouldn't. I'd go after Dable.
Or do you hire Matt Patricia?
I don't think Patricia loves Columbus. I don't see him getting a head coach job.
8, 9, 10
for
million.
another year.
10 million a year?
I think he's loving Columbus, man.
He might.
What players love him? I think he's happy where he's at.
So, if in the event that I think Dan Mullen hasn't been linked to anything, and I think that's interesting.
See, I thought he was getting linked to the Penn State job.
Well, they had said that the Urban Meyer had been up there, and I think he pitched Mullen, and I think they kind of went on Mullen.
Is Pat Fitzgerald seen there running for Michigan State? I thought I saw something.
They hired him.
Oh, they did hire him. Okay.
Yeah, they hired him. So
Penn State, if you want mediocrity, hey, go ahead and hire Brian Kelly.
As I'm looking at it now, we'll close maybe here in the next 5 to 10. Virginia, Duke, ACC championship, Ohio State, Indiana, Georgia, Alabama. Big 12 championship is BYU, Texas Tech, and then the American on Friday night, North Texas, Tulane, which both those coaches are leaving. Don't be shocked because of TV. I would not be shocked next year if they move the ACC championship game to a later slot, so it's not going up directly against the Big Ten. You know, ESPN has 4 out of the 5 conference championship games. I think we're heading to a model.
They got SEC, ACC,
Big 12.
They got the Big 12? I thought Fox did. But
Fox, CBS are sharing the Big Ten championship. I think it's like
I didn't know that with CBS.
So there's that. I don't know, Rich. I would not be shocked if they moved the ACC championship game to Vegas and play it at 10. So the only thing you have to do is leave your TV on ESPN all day, kind of like they did throughout the college football season.
But there's no teams in Vegas, though. That wouldn't make geographical sense.
Destination. Think about it.
Nah.
You watch, they'll move the Big Ten to the West Coast. They're going to move that tournament. It'll piss a lot of people off, but they're going to move that tournament. Also,
move it out to SoFi.
Yep. They're going to move that conference. I don't know if they'll move the conference championship game in football, but in basketball, I think they're going to move it more west. Maybe they'll put it back in Chicago. I don't know. I mean, the Big Ten could be aligned and say we're keeping it where the majority of our fans are.
Correct. Yeah.
But I'll run over some TV numbers real quick. This is from week 12. Alabama, Oklahoma did 10.5. Texas, Georgia did 10.4. And then Fox came in at big noon kickoff with 3.8.
It's pretty good.
Are we Now, I believe the Ole Miss game went up against Oklahoma, Alabama. The ESPN game was Florida Ole Miss, and it did 2.5 at 7:00. It almost beat by just a little over 1.5 million. It almost beats the Big Noon Kickoff. CBS should just take 2 weeks off and quit because it ain't working. It's not. They did
No.
the 3:30 CBS game got crushed. It did 2.3 or 2.4. So, although I think Oklahoma, even I think Georgia Texas was the night game. So they went up against ABC with Oklahoma and Alabama 10.5 to 2.48. Come on, CBS. Why did you do that? Why? It doesn't make any sense. So
they might. Well, I mean, Big Noon's constantly scheduling Ohio State at noon.
Yes.
And that's their bell cow.
Is Ohio State going to tell Fox after when this contract's up, like, thanks, but no thanks? See if CBS will take some of the inventory of the games.
Sure. I sure as hell would hope so. When's the contract end?
2032.
Oh, jeez, we got a while yet.
Thank you, Kevin Warren.
Yeah, that's crooked smiling, you know what.
But the thing with Kevin Warren is that I always find it fascinating that he tried to cancel the Big Ten season, and the SEC said, no, we're playing, and he had a kid at Mississippi State.
Yeah, Mississippi State, yeah.
Like, come on, dude. That will forever go down as lore to me, like, from that season. The most bizarre season.
And he bailed and went to the Bears.
Yeah.
And the Bears, hey, how about that? It's a little off subject. The Bears are the 1 seed.
I know. That's interesting in the NFL. I mean, I don't know where this is going to shake out, but I'm looking at this all from afar. Also, the Kiffin files are out there. I'm not going into detail, but the screenshots are on social media, and I just don't know.
Yeah, I saw some. I'm like, okay.
I'm just like, you know what? Whatever. I thought it was rough when the yoga instructors entered the chat. So there is that.
Hey, they were doing some extra stretching, you know. Come on, dude. He's getting mentally prepared for the games. Let's not dive into it too much.
But he was, I think one of the comments is that, you know what, I'm not getting into it. I'm not, because there's a lot of alleged. I don't want to get sued, but just go read the comments on some of those posts that the yoga instructors posted. Also right now, college hoops action. We got Duke, Florida, going on right now. Cameron Indoor is rocking. Duke is having a blackout. Very fascinating. So, I guess we'll give out game predictions on Thursday when you're back, Rich.
Okay.
I guess I'll run through the gamut one last time with you. Out of the new SEC coaches, I hate to be this guy, but who's going to be the first one out the door? You have Lane Kiffin, Ryan Silverfield, Alex Golesh, John Summerall, Pete Golding.
Silverfield.
I think if Silverfield wins, he'll be okay. That's the big thing. But the other thing, Arkansas is my caveat. Arkansas's got to commit more resources, because I don't care what anybody says after they got their doors blown off by Notre Dame. After they got the doors blown off, and then they fired Pittman subsequently, Hunter Yurachek, which is the commissioner of the College Football Playoff Committee, comes out and says, I don't think we gave Sam the resources to win. What are you doing?
Then why'd you fire him?
If you know that, and I know that, or we know that, it is bizarre. It's really bizarre. Also, I did watch some of Matt McChesney's stuff today on his podcast 0 to 60, and I don't know what's going on in Colorado, but something stinks up there. That's all I'm saying. Something just does not pass the smell test with me, because Matt and Bailey reported a Bailey Price Media. He produces Coach JB's show too. Reported that Deion's like docking their pay by like 20% or something, and not firing anybody, or nobody's been fired yet. They're
is that legal? I mean, is that legal since it's a state institution?
I don't know.
I don't think they can do that.
I don't know what it is on what their contract says, but so you have that going on. There's a dude that does a lot of film breakdowns, Buffed in Prime. He also has a YouTube channel. There's a lot of hate going his way because he's doing, the film breakdown and showing where the deficiencies are, and there's just a lot of finger pointing going on. And also another guy that I want to keep on this list, Sean Miller, the old Kent State coach, 9-3 at San Diego State, and he was the problem in Boulder the first year. It's 9-3 at San Diego State. I don't know what else to tell you. You can say it's a different level of football, but
winning.
He's winning. That's the one thing that people love more than anything is a winner, and I don't know. And especially Colorado getting a new AD. And the big thing that Siski pointed out a couple of weeks ago is that he found an article. I would love to give him credit, the person who wrote it credit, but they sent records requests to like 12 different schools, and they got 2 responses. One was from Kentucky and the other one was from Colorado. Colorado spent almost $8 million on their roster in rev share, I guess, across the whole athletic department. And then Kentucky, only because of Kentucky understanding how this works, even though, Mark Stoops out, Oregon's offensive coordinator, taking over Kentucky, but forgot about that. But back onto the other side of the coin, Colorado spends almost $8 million. Kentucky almost spends $1 million. And you think they spent $1 million in rev share between basketball and football? I don't think so. So it just sounds like some wonky stuff going on up there at Boulder. It's not the NFL, fellers.
Something stinks.
That's all I'm saying. Something stinks. And then they said that Matt and Bailey also reported that Colorado is going to have like a $27 million deficit in their athletic budget. So where'd the money go is my thing.
Be some audits coming.
Because they said that, with Deion being there, they're just printing money hand over fist. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you on that one. But shout out to Matt McChesney and Bailey Price, 0 to 60 podcast. But I just don't know. Oregon looks like they're losing their defensive coordinator as well. So Dan's losing both coordinators. ESPN just broke it. Cal is targeting them. Also, just breaking, Rivals just tweeted the Hartley kid that's an edge rusher that was committed to Penn State flipping to Virginia Tech.
You're gonna see a lot of Penn State players go.
Oh, I think as soon as they open that up, that entire staff is bolting.
Yep, they don't want nothing to do with it.
Yep, because they fired James, and regardless,
I don't blame them.
But regardless of how you feel about James Franklin, at the end of the day here, he's rating your roster, and you gave him the tools to do it. And I'm going to go out on a line here and bet that Virginia Tech raised a ton of funds.
Oh, I bet you the Vick brothers put some money up too.
Oh, well, I don't know with him being at Norfolk State. That's kind of a touchy subject.
Yeah, it's true. I completely forgot about that.
So, I mean, but that's kind of where I'm at. Also appreciate the folks hitting the like and subscribe button. We're up to the 404.96 away from being able to accept super chats and all of that stuff. It's been a long road, but appreciate everybody out there that has helped us along the way. Hitting the like and subscribe button, that helps us a ton. That helps us get kicked through the algorithm quicker when you hit that like button. Also, the folks on Twitter, appreciate all of you. But outside of that, Rich, that's the college football playoff reveal show. We'll play the conference championships, and we'll see if we have absolute chaos on Sunday.
We shall see. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
So, with that being said, we'll go ahead and cut the show early tonight. I know Tuesday's not a high roller college football day. One last question from Alan. Now, I wonder if Penn State will get a better coach than Franklin. I think if I'm Penn State, I'm panicking. You're probably going to get stuck with Brian Kelly. That's probably your best option out there unless you take an absolute shot in the dark on somebody.
Yep.
So, with that being said...
reach out to somebody in the NFL.
Jeff Hafley?
Chip Kelly?
Dude, I think Chip Kelly's done being a head coach. The last time I talked to Joe about that, he was like, "Oh, I think he still wants to do." I think Chip Kelly was perfectly fine being the offensive coordinator. If Penn State hires a coordinator, if I'm Penn State, you're probably taking a shot on Hartline.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is more Kiffin stuff. Here's one last thing. Bryson Sanders, offensive lineman, Penn State, Neil McCready retweeted this. That's how I seen it. Bryson Sanders, it's a quote tweet of Lane Kiffin's AI generated post, that his statement on leaving for LSU. He takes a line out of it, says, "Despite the team asking me to keep coaching, I think everyone that was in that room would disagree." Because what if Lane doesn't poach the roster and he's got to start bare bones?
It's going to be a long 2 years at least. Building it, you're basically, you're starting from scratch out in Baton Rouge.
I don't know.
Because there's going to be some kids leaving there too.
I don't know. I don't know how that is going to shake out. I don't know. The Kiffin stuff, that is what it is. He tried to burn the house down on the way out, and I don't think it worked. And if he don't get, guys like Austin Simmons and Keywan Lacey, it's gonna be rough. I don't know anything on that front of it, but I think if you don't get some of the big guys off of Ole Miss's roster, you're going to have to go big game hunting, and you're going to be spending a lot of money.
Lots of money.
And with bringing Kiffin in, the expectation is going to be through the roof. So
yeah,
there's that. I wanted to drop that last tidbit. I kept Richie 15 minutes longer than I told him I was going to. So, with that being said, everybody hit that like and subscribe button. Appreciate everybody. We're almost to that 500 mark. Let's try to pick up 10 subscribers from this episode. So with that being said, everybody have a good night.
Have a great night, everybody.